A secretive brotherhood, warrior monks sworn to defend Christendom, an order with vast power, wealth, and influence, and an order doomed to a tragic fall. The Knights Templar, once revered as God's chosen warriors, met a gruesome fate, burned as heretics and traitors. But who truly brought about their downfall? Was it their growing power, their secretive ways? Or was it the brutal wars fought against the forces of Islam that led to their destruction? The answers lie in the shadows of history. This is their dark history. The year is 1119. In the wake of the First Crusade, Christian knights establish a foothold in the Holy Land. But the roads are perilous. Bandits and Muslim raiders threaten pilgrims traveling to Jerusalem. A group of 9 knights, led by Hugh the Payans, takes a sacred vow, their mission to protect Christian pilgrims. Their name, the poor fellow soldiers of Christ and of the Temple of Solomon, later known as the Knights Templar. At first, they live in poverty, with only a handful of followers, but their dedication soon earns them powerful allies, and with those allies comes great influence. Powerful organizations in Europe. Pope Innocent II grants them special privileges, exempt from taxes, answering only to the Pope himself. Kings and lords pour their wealth into the Templar coffers. But the Templars do more than fight. They create one of the world's first banking systems, allowing nobles and pilgrims to deposit money in Europe and withdraw it in the Holy Land. Their castles stretch across Europe and the Middle East. But as their power grows, so do their enemies, and soon they will face an adversary unlike any before. In the East, a formidable force rises against the Templars. The Muslim leader Saladin, known for his military genius and chivalry, unites the fractured Islamic world. He understands that the Crusaders are strong but divided. In 1187, at the Battle of Teen, he executes his masterstroke. By cutting off the Crusaders' access to water, he forces them into a desperate, weakened state. The Templars, exhausted and dehydrated, fight valiantly, but they are overwhelmed. Thousands of knights fall, and those captured face a grim fate. Some are executed, others are ransomed. The mighty kingdom of Jerusalem falls into Saladin's hands. The Templars suffer their greatest defeat, but they are not yet destroyed. The war is far from over. Despite desperate attempts to reclaim their lost lands, the Crusades crumble. The Christian strongholds fall one by one. By 1291, the last Crusader bastion, Acre, is surrounded by the Mamluks. The Templars fight to the bitter end, but they are hopelessly outnumbered. The city falls. The last knights who refuse to surrender are slaughtered. The once mighty Templars are no longer warriors, but exiles. As they return to Europe, their wealth remains vast, but their purpose is lost. And with no enemies to fight, they become vulnerable to betrayal. King Philip IV of France is drowning in debt, and the Templars, they are the wealthiest force in Europe. The king hatches a plan. On Friday the 13th, 1307, across France, Philip's soldiers storm Templar commanderies. The knights are arrested, accused of heresy, blasphemy, and devil worship. The once revered order now faces the wrath of its own Christian rulers. Under brutal torture, many Templars confess to outrageous crimes, spitting on the cross, worshipping a demonic idol called Baphomet. Others refuse, choosing death over dishonor. Grand Master Jacques de Molay, the last leader of the Templars, is burned at the stake in 1314. With his final breath, he curses King Philip and Pope Clement V, and within months, both men are dead. Coincidence or divine retribution? Though the Templars were destroyed, their legend endures. Some believe they fled to Scotland, founding secret societies that shaped the modern world. Others whisper of lost Templar treasure, hidden beneath the streets of Paris. Did the Templars truly perish, or did they rise again in the shadows? Their legacy remains, wrapped in mystery, their secrets perhaps still waiting to be uncovered. The dark history of the Knights Templar may never be fully revealed, but their story will haunt the world forever,